Hi, I'm Namita and I represent the Sant Kabir family. Currently, I'm heading the CBSC wing and my school is Sant Kabir Indian International School. Well, I had actually decided to start a little differently, but yesterday, when I was attending the round table, we were placed at round table number one. We were the participants of that table. And the main theme was early childhood education. And the topic that we had got for deliberation and discussion was implementing Indian values and culture in the early childhood age children. People discussed various tasks, various activities came up. There were a lot of thoughts, something called Chausashti, and things like that came up. And then I was just wondering, people are all talking about doing, but I am already doing it. We are already doing it in our school. Now, why am I talking about sustainable education? So, after hearing about all the deliberations yesterday, I felt like sharing our learning experiences. Well, nowadays, people are all talking about redesigning education, 21st century skills, collaboration, communication, creativity, but somewhere, are we losing a touch with Mother Earth? Are we losing our touch with nature? Well, under the dynamic vision of the management, we took up the Department of Sustainability very aggressively. And in 2015, the Department of Sustainability was formed. As you all know, most transformative journeys start with small, unassuming steps. So, what started in 2015 with 90 to 100 children is now taken up actively by almost 1,200 students. Where environment was considered to be a periphery in the curriculum, it is now integrated so beautifully in the curriculum that almost all the subjects in the primary and the middle stages are taught in an integrated way through sustainability. What is sustainability? Sustainability is not only about farming, it's not only about soil, but it is also about your nature, about the environment, being environmentally conscious, the nature being the content and the context of the curriculum. Well, I want to share the learning experiences that we've had in the school. So, the Department of Sustainability, under the guidance of the teachers and the mentors, took up various projects. The first project started when the world was hit by COVID. Everybody thought that the wheels of learning has stopped, but our students at home thought very imaginatively and they researched and thought about zeroing food wastage. 2020, of course, the students were not very well equipped or motivated. So, a learning that started at home was taken to the school. 2022, when the doors of the schools opened to welcome the children back from the pandemic, this idea of zero food wastage under the guidance of the mentors was taken up very actively. The students started collecting data right from the month of July. How much food is being wasted every day. Over a period of 1 month, that's almost 30 days, you can say 26 working days, the children collected the data and they tried to find out which days the wastage was more. So, under the guidance of the teachers, they learned to hypothesize, make objectives. They collected data, they researched, they analyzed, and they put forth the measures. I feel very glad to share with all of you that an average wastage of around 8.2 kgs was brought down to under 500 grams in just 3 months. Well, this is just not a project which happened in 2022. This is an ongoing project taken up entirely by the students, for the students, by the students. With wastage, they also realized that lot of vegetable waste was being created in the kitchen. How do we dispose them off? It was a problem disposing them off. Another project came up. A big compost pit was dug in this vast area of land, and all the kitchen waste is put into that pit, and we've made a compost pit. So, right now, it's being converted into manure, which will be used in the gardens. But of course, our next project is going to be creating bioenergy out of this waste and supplying it to the kitchen. So that's again another project on sustainability. The jewel in the crown was when the children realized that the number of sparrows are reducing number in the locality. So bring back sparrows, but how do we do it? Create awareness. Awareness was created. The parents were involved. A lot of study and research happened. Children were given thousands saplings to be taken at home, to be planted, which would attract the sparrows. This was appreciated to such an extent that the Vadodara News magazine covered the hard efforts of the children. Right now, the grade 9th and 10th standard students are working on bringing back butterflies. September month, as you all know, is the month of butterflies. Bring back butterflies, and the 15th SDG goal, that is the Sustainable Development Goal, and that is preserving your biodiversity. The students are working on that. But that's not all. The school celebrates the Kabir Krishi Mela every year in the month of January. So, what is that? So, the children throughout the year, they learn and earn while working with the soil, tilling, sowing, taking care of the vegetables, and then harvesting them. And every year, at least for 2 times, we have a bountiful harvest of tomatoes, brinjals, cauliflower, spinach, coriander, and fenugreek leaves. These are given not only to the canteen to be used in the food, but also they are bought by the teachers. So there is a lot of entrepreneurship skills, business skills that the children are learning. What better way to integrate these subjects with nature and with nurture? Going ahead with the Kabir Krishi Mela, yesterday when we were again discussing at the round table, they said, how do you make the small children aware of your culture? So one of the ideas that floated was, why don't we call the local artisans and let them display their work of art? So in the annual Kabir Krishi Mela, that is what we do. We call the local artisans, whether it's pottery or bangle making or tawdi painting. So all these losing art forms, the artisans are brought from the nearby villages. Children have a first-hand experience with them. What are we teaching? Gone are the days when we used to teach the 3 R's as reading, writing, and arithmetic. We are now switching over to the 3 R's, that is respect, responsibility, relationship. This Kabir Krishi Mela has seen a huge parent connect program. The education is based on a tripod. The 3 corners are the students, teachers, and parents. The parents last year were involved in a community kitchen program where the produce from these patches were cooked by the parents and fed to almost more than 2,000 people who came for the Mela. Well, we've come this far because maybe we consider ourselves to be the most intelligent creatures on this earth. But going ahead, to exist more than intelligence, I think we will require wisdom. As I said before, Why are we talking about agriculture? Agriculture is at the nexus of three challenges of the 21st century: food and nutrition security, adapting to and mitigating climate change, and judicious use of the sustainable resources, that's water and land. So, if we talk about Dr. Maria Montessori or Rabindranath Tagore and his Shantiniketan, nature and earth was never a lost subject, it was always there in the curriculum. While I share these experiences with you, I just have one line to say: I am not a teacher, I am an awakener. Thank you.